Hi guys. Hi guys. Hi guys. Hi guys. Hi guys. Oh gosh, it's been a while. My name is Seyi. You're welcome to my channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. If you're an OG, you're welcome. Today I'm so excited. I'm really excited. Finally making this video. I got my permanent residency application approved. My Canadian permanent residency application approved. And I'm excited to share the backstory and my immigration journey up until this point. So stay tuned. Wow, it's been a journey. Okay, so backstory. In 2021, that was last year, August, I moved to Canada as a temporary foreign worker. I got a job and then relocated with my family, that's my husband, to Canada. And let's do another backtrack. Just before then, I was, open to relocating to Canada and trying to explore the options available. The express entry, the job part, and then I've done the analysis with my friends so that okay, if you want to relocate, the job part is the fastest way to move. In terms of the timeline, it's the fastest way for me. That was our analysis. So I realized that if I get a job, I'll be able to process the visa faster and move. But it doesn't mean that that's the end goal. The end goal is, to become a permanent resident and become a citizen by God's grace. So I decided to start the process, but also continuing the background, the permanent residency application process. Realized that there's so many things I need to do. First, I have a bachelor's degree. I don't have a master's, so that means I can't accrue as much point as somebody that has a master's degree. And I was open to exploring other options to increase my points, because the more points you have, the more eligible you are on the express entry backlog. So I took IELTS, my first IELTS in June of 2020, I think, or maybe May. I took it in 2020. I had a 6.5 or so in writing. I was so angry. I was so pissed. So that was the setbacks. The rest I had really good points. I had 8 in listening, which was what I wanted. And then fast forward to 2021, I had to retake the test again. So this time around I retook it. But before we get to that, I told you, since I don't have a master's, I was looking for how to increase my points in education. So there was the option of BCS, which with your right score in IELTS, it would give you 33 points as second degree or 2 degrees or more. So I was open to that. And in 2020, while I was preparing for my wedding, I also was taking the IELTS test. The BCS test. And it was so stressful, planning wedding, going to work, looking for a job, doing BCS on the side, but thankfully I passed. So I was sure that was secured, and the result wasn't going to come out until March of 2021. So I knew that no matter what I could do, I still had till then before I could claim those points. So I took it the previous year I think I wrote the exam in November. I took the exam in November. Also September 2020, I can't remember for sure. So I'd done the BCS, I'd written an IELTS, which were the major things. I knew for the money part, I wasn't sure of how I was going to go about it, but let's just take it one step at a time. So fast forward to 2021, the job had slipped, thankfully. I knew I had to take another IELTS because I need to have at least a 7 in my writing, 8 in my listening, and the rest 7. So this was my goal. So I applied for another IELTS just before traveling. So while processing the whole relocation thing here, my plan was that as soon as we relocate, we'll open the profile, and then anything can happen. Anything can happen. but as much as possible, get all the documents ready, get the voice ready, get everything ready. My husband's words took forever to come, but thankfully we were processing all these things when we were still in Nigeria. So it took months. I can't remember how long, maybe way over 3, 4, 5, 6 months. But the goal was just get all the documents ready before leaving Nigeria. So I've done my worst, I've done everything, and by the time we relocated, we landed in Canada on the 9th, we rested on the 10th, we rested. On the 11th, we opened the profile. One part that I skipped was that my second IELTS, I didn't pass as much as I wanted this time around. So I had a 7 in the writing. When my listening, where I was supposed to have an 8, I had a 7.5. I was so sad. I cried. I was angry. I was like, I put in the effort, I put in the work, but why is it still not going as planned? Now everything has spoiled. Because even if they're going to do another percentage job, I wasn't going to have as high of a mark as I thought, it has spoiled my plans, But mind you, with getting this job and being in Canada, that means after working for 1 year, I can also be eligible for the CEC plan. And also getting this job, it was just, so I had alternative, but I was just really angry because, I put in so much work to make sure that these points came together. Long story short, we opened the profile regardless, not expecting anything, because at this point there was no express entry draw aside the provincial nomination and CEC, which I was not eligible for any of them. So we opened our profile on the 11th of August 2021. We arrived the 9th of August. Added everything. Thankfully, everything we had with documents, but processed that and continued our life. On 27th of October 2021, I just got an email from do not reply, that do not reply CIC. I'm like, what did I do wrong? I've not done anything wrong. I was expecting an email, then I opened it and they said there was Ontario. I got notification of interest from Ontario. I'm like, what's that? Notification of interest, what's that about? I was so confused. I'm like, will it affect my CEC plans? Would this called all our friends trying to, understand what this meant? They were excited at first. Then I said, we're not eligible. My employer doesn't meet all this Ontario provincial nomination standard. I was so confused. But later in the day, let's say towards the evening, then they released a press release on their website showing the details of the people they sent invited. So these people is Ontario now. That it was a tech draw. So for people with my NOC code, which was for software developers and the likes, we were invited to apply. And the score was, if you had a CRS score of between 455 to 467. Backstory: the last time that Canada had a draw was in 2020 December, and it was 468. So with the normal fashion, Ontario always follows closely with the express entry draw. That's the no specific program draw, and gives a few points below that to choose their own candidates from the pool. So for the past few months, they've been stuck on that particular number, which was the highest they could go was 467, because the express entry was 468. Even though there was no express entry draw, they couldn't change that. So people were in the pool with higher scores. So if you have 468, for instance, you still not call it because you don't fall into that very narrow number bracket. And if you had less than that, you're not being invited. If you have above that, you're not. So it was a very tricky spot. But the only reason why I qualified and our profile qualified to be within that range was because I did not have as much IELTS score as I planned. At this point, when I realized that, because we had 460, and I'm like, if I had passed this IELTS where I wanted, I would have been way higher than 467. I'll not be eligible. Oh my god. See how you turn my story around. Like, it turns my sadness to joy. Because I was really sad. I was angry. Why was I score such a... Why would I not do so well on my IELTS? I put in so much effort. I was angry. I was sad. At that point, I started apologizing to God. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Because it was just a narrow window. Normally, I'm supposed to score higher than that because I had, job offer points. I had IELTS. I had, But because of this one mistake, which I thought was a mistake or which I thought was a bad thing, that is the reason why I'm falling under this category, and I got this invite. I was happy. So now I could either accept the nomination from Ontario or not, or just wait until 1 year and do CEC, just since at that time it was perceived that CEC was faster, but there was no, I just applied anyways. Meanwhile, this period was when Ontario had already put a hold on CEC jobs, but it wasn't really televised. It wasn't announced until earlier in 2022 when there was a press release about it. It was shared on Twitter and on social media. So we just applied anyways. So like, last, we'll just pay the money. I think it was 1.5. We paid the money, 1.5 card. And if anything happens, and if it doesn't happen, what's the worst case scenario? In a year's time, we'll be eligible for CEC and we'll apply. So we have nothing to do. Thankfully, Ontario, we submitted the application to Ontario on the 3rd of November, and by December 2017, I'd seen progress in our application. We got the 600 points in our profile, express entry profile in January 11th, and then by the next week, which was January 18th or 19th, we got IT to apply for express entry, and another series of drama. So thankfully, we already had similar documents from applying for the Ontario provincial nomination points. So we had the document that was similar to what express entry was requesting. But there was some caveats. For every stage, there's always like different challenges. So at this point, we realized that they were asking us for police reports for UK. We had to refresh the application plenty times, and Seyi was still asking us for police reports report from the UK. I've never been to the UK. Actually, so why would you asking me for police report from UK? So we had to start asking questions left and right, and then after a long time, one of our friends figured out that because I did BCS, which was what I claimed points for, it assumed, and this is like a 1 year. It's a 1 year course, sort of. So it's assumed that I spent more than 6 months in the UK to take this test, and I'd already done West for BCS and all those things. So what we had to do was write a letter to BCS for them to, put it on their letterhead stating that I did my BCS in Nigeria from their office in Nigeria, so I didn't go to the UK. And then we attached my results and all these things, and this was what we submitted in place of the police reports. And there were other challenges, and the good thing is that we did not do medicals again, because there was a rule at that point that for the time being, if you have entered the country, which was Canada, in the last few months, you don't need to do medical, which was still fresh for us, and biometrics were done that with work permit application. So the only things we needed to submit was just the other documents which we already had, and that was straightforward. Submitted, we're happy that submitted the application. And then it took months. By March, I think we submitted on 3rd of February. By March, there was updates. March 21 there's update, and then the next update. After that update, nothing changed again. So after a few weeks or months, I called IRCC, like, what's going on? And then we realized that the last time an update was made, our file was transferred to Montreal office, and that's because my husband had previous visa refusal, and this was another long process. Nothing happened on our file for months until June 21, when I got an email that my medical that I did not do, that I've done since last year. Okay, good update. A few weeks later again, I called. They said nothing has changed, but this time around all parameters has passed since June 21. But nothing has changed, and the next due date, which is when you check my file again, is July 21. July 21 came, nothing happened. Called again, nothing happened. Then let's see, early August 3rd, then it's called again. They said, okay, yes, this is your new due date, but the only thing that changed is that now your file is moved for processing for final confirmation. And after a few weeks again, we got update and got the email that you're now a permanent resident. To conclude your permanent resident application, send us this thing to confirm when you enter the country, all that. And the rest is a story. We got our eco PR in August, sometime in August, and then our PR card came 4 days after it was approved, which was very fast in my opinion. And that's like summary of our PR story, because from the date of application to when we finally got the approval was roughly 6 months, and a deal took us. I'm so happy because this has changed a lot of things. In between, of course, there were some other setbacks, but God really did it. Because this PR journey, it can give somebody depression if you are not careful. Because you will say, is that email? I didn't even send it today. I did not even send it today. Or if you're in groups whereby you see people getting PR every day, it can just be so stressful. Anxiety level is up. We thank God, here we are today. So this is my immigration story so far. I just want to encourage somebody out there that is really praying to God for this type of testimony soon. God has your best interest at heart. Just put in the necessary work that you need to do, pray to God, and He'll definitely show you your path. I'm really grateful to God for this journey. Yes. It's God's grace. Like, since the moment I got the PR, I was always calling IRCC almost every 2 weeks. I forgot the name of their website, something that I was always checking every day. I forgot everything about it. This is really how human beings are. When you are facing that problem, your mind is like, this is the only thing in my mind. And the moment it just gets settled, you just forget it, like it never existed, like it never happened. And maybe thank you to God, because so many things have changed. My mind is just assured now, like, okay, I'm now a permanent resident, and so many goodies that comes along with it. And I think I'll make a video about what has changed since when becoming a permanent resident of Canada. And I hope this encourages somebody today that God is preparing and brewing something good for you. Thank you very much for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.